Crypto Joey Shaw!
Yeah, Trucker Jeff was very angry. He's like, man, this stock market is bipolar. One day we're going up nice and green, the next day we're red, and then we're green again and then red. And he's like pissed. He's like, again, unless Trump saves us, that's what people are hoping for now, right? People were hoping for Nvidia is going to save us, Nvidia, and it didn't save us. It didn't. It was just a nice little gap up, and if you took profit, you make a couple 750 plus, because we made some money on that, on those. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Super Show. Okay, now jokes aside, hopefully you like the new layout. I was watching some other YouTubers in the finance sector, and I'm like, hey, I don't have a layout. I've been using the same, just here's the charts, right? So I figured I'd change it up. Got the small cam. No, you're not gonna see the big cam. No, there's not gonna be me showing my big face, taking up the whole screen. That's not what this is about. It's about the charts. It's about, are we going to make money? Are we bottoming out? So let's talk about the stock market. I think it's very important to touch on everything that happened this week. This whole week has been, it's been a dud. I mean, we're still making money. I have the P&L in the top left corner, and we're doing great. We're doing fine. We're making money, but timing those, we're in a downtrend. But the thing about trading a downtrend is you have to time things by trying to time what could be a potential bottom at key levels, right? We were at a key level yesterday for a lot of stocks. A lot of stocks did bounce, but the question is, over the weekend, are we going to hold on Bitcoin? If Bitcoin continues to sell off, then it doesn't matter, right? Because Bitcoin's going to show us whether we're going to hold 80s. If it doesn't hold 80s, we come down to 76. It's always important to keep an eye on Bitcoin, because if people don't want to hold Bitcoin, that means people don't want to take risk. If people don't want to take risk, that means people aren't using margin. They're not using leverage. They're not taking out loans, right? So that would drop us to 74. We break 74, and man, we just come down to 50K at that point. It just spirals down. That's kind of how it is with Bitcoin anyways. It just tends to spiral down. So that's something to keep an eye on moving forward. With regards to the bounce on Friday, I would say it's nothing to get excited about. We are still in a downtrend, right? We're still tanking. Nothing has changed. We're actually, look at this. It's actually steeper of a downtrend, right? So this was steep. Now it's even steeper on Bitcoin. Which is bad, because that tells us like buyers aren't even, they were at least showing up a little bit here, right? Now they're not even, like, where are they? They're not even, there's no strength from buyers at all. Like, nobody even wants to hold, to the point where we're just having red day after red day after red day. So that's, that is, look at that. That is just, I don't even know what to say. That's ugly. SoundHound goes from 25 down to, let's switch over. My bad. Let's switch over to the big charts. Back to the old big charts. Okay. So it drops from 25 to 12, bounces to 17. Everyone gets excited. Oh my God, this is it. It's the, we're going back to 25, then 50, and then it just goes lower. So from now on, until we break that downtrend on Bitcoin, and on SPY, the top 500 companies, there's nothing to get excited about. Any pullback could just be this. It's just a pullback in the downtrend, and then we go lower. So just keep that in mind, because you know how people are. One day they're excited, the next day, people have short-term memory. One day they're like, oh no, it's the end of the world. The next day everything's like, oh my God, everything's great. This is it. So just keep that. Again, it's all psychology. It's all psychology. And Tom Lee right now, he's just saying a bunch of stupid stuff. He's just saying really stupid. He said this downtrend is happening because of a glitch in the system. Like, he just sounded dumb. Like with a capital D. So that's just, I don't even know what to say to that. I thought that was ridiculous. I thought I was just sitting here like, no, 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 no. Look, Tom, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm very precise with my charts. I did the math, by the way. I did the math. I've read over 50,000 charts. Over 50,000 charts. I read charts in the morning. I read charts post market. I read charts while I stream. I read charts at open. I read charts that you guys send me. I read charts like a lot, actually. Easily over 50 charts a day. Over the course of 5 years, that's a lot of charts. I did the math. I've read over 50,000 charts easily, like 50 to 70,000 charts easily. So, so, surprise, surprise, when you read that many charts over and over again, you're just going to be really good at technical analysis and see things that others aren't seeing because they're just not on that level, because they're not reading that insane amount of charts every what is that? That's like 10,000 charts I'm reading per year, which makes sense. 300 days times 50 charts, let's say, right? Like you add the zeros there, that's 15,000. That's 15,000 charts, but I'm rounding down and saying 10,000 charts. So yeah, I've read 50 to 70,000 charts. So that's why I'm very good at this. It's not because I'm a genius. It's literally just when you read that many charts, you better get good. So this is not a good thing. Again, Bitcoin, when no one wants to hold something risky and volatile like this, you would expect it to just continue to fall. So next week, what I would look out for is this 75K. That's the next level. We might get another relief bounce, because trading a downtrend, guys, it's about timing the relief, right? It's about timing when are we going to get that little bit of green so that we can make money, right? That's why I'm up. If you're following me, if you're in the Discord following me 1 for 1, you should be up like 2.6K plus. Because we're just playing it safe. We're not going to do anything, no calls, none of that. We're just playing it safe, trying to time the pullbacks in a downtrend, right? In an uptrend, you get these pullbacks, right? It pulls back, right? And then it goes higher. Well, in a downtrend, it's just the opposite. But so it's kind of, you're fighting the selling pressure, and you really have to have really good timing and know what your levels are. And you got to have the confidence too. And you just got to buy what's safe, and you'll be fine. But last time we came down from 100K to 75-ish, that did mark a bottom, and we bounced. So that's something to look out for in the coming week. Other than that, I think, I'm treating this like a bear market already, because Bitcoin already has the signal. The monthly time frame we did get the white line crossing under the yellow line on the MACD, and the last time that happened was back here in 2022. So yeah, I'm already treating it like a bear market, and we just have to trade differently. I mean, we'll still make money. We still will make money timing the pullbacks. It's just a little harder, and you really have to be buying the good ones, because some of these stocks are not going to survive the crash. Some of them are just going to stay in a permanent bear market, as I like to call it, like color stock, for example, right? Like, look at that. It's just in a permanent. You look at the daily time frame. Look at that. It's just since 2024 of December, it has, like, all this entire year. It just keeps going down. It didn't even follow the market up. Like, within a second, I already knew. Like, you can just tell it's trash, right? Again, unless Trump saves us, that's what people are hoping for now, right? People were hoping for Nvidia is going to save us, Nvidia, and it didn't save us. It didn't. It was just a nice little gap up, and if you took profit, you make a couple 750 plus, because we made some money on that, on those pumps, right? APLD went up 15%, right? And VTS went up 15%, something crazy. Like, a lot of stocks pumped, and that's awesome. We took profit. That's why we're up 2,697. If you're not up in the green in November in a crash, you got a long way to go. And you should be in the Discord, patreon.com/shadingtrades, where you got a long way to go to be this good. Let's see what else. Yeah, look at this. It's so good at jumping off of that purple line. And this is the one time it's just not. And the last time we went under the purple line, as you can see, was back in the bear market of 2022. where it dropped from 45 to $5. As you can see here, purple line, right, came down under it, closed under the purple line here, and then gapped down, closed red, and never saw the purple line again since then. It just kept going down, right? That's why I'm saying it's a really bad sign. Yeah, it's just bad. Even here, look at this. It bounces and comes to the purple line, and that purple line, because we're underneath it, it acts as resistance. So we just get, we just tank again, right? So it's a big issue. You can see it very clearly here. We rally from 6 to 11. Woo, right? 100% move almost. Woo, we're going back to highs. Woo, and then touches that purple line and immediately drops anyways. Immediately. Like, I'm shaking my head like, no, this is bad. And here it does it again, comes close to it, doesn't touch it exactly, but it comes close to it and just saws off again. Here, look at this big red candle. Boom, right? Look at that. And it's sold off because getting above that purple line is very hard, just as much as it's very difficult to get under it. So that's why I'm saying, like, be very careful this coming week, unless, again, everyone's now hoping that Trump is going to save us. Woo, Trump's not going to let the stock market crash. But I have a feeling that the fact that people are hoping to be saved, the fact that that's even happened, the fact that people are saying that on social media makes me think that this is a bear market, number one. Number two, it makes me think that we're not going to be saved. Trump's going to try maybe, but we're not going to be. It's not going to happen. I would be shocked if it did happen. And I always say this to people. The stock market is not your friend. If it can fuck as many people over as possible and destroy as many accounts as possible, it will do it. And this is the time. Like, this would be the perfect time to destroy as many people as possible, because a lot of people just got destroyed anyways on crypto, especially the people leveraged with margin and all that, right? They already got destroyed. They're out of the game already. They're done. They're finished. If it wants to destroy the others and make people feel feel a lot of pain, this is the time to do it. Again, the stock market is not your friend. It's just not. So you better believe that. So we're at a critical point for Palantir on Monday. If this does not hold here, we could easily come down to like 130. This is a buy, by the way. I'm not saying it's not a buy. It's absolutely a buy. You're getting a massive discount from highs. This is 25% off? Something ridiculous. Yeah, this is a buy. Absolutely it is. This is where you start buying. And just add more as it goes lower, because you have no choice. It's a crash. If it's a bear market, you have no choice anyways. It's going to be hard to be in the green. The best thing you can do to make money is just to buy and hold for the bull run when everything goes to new highs. Or try to time the pullbacks. If you don't know how to do that, that's what I said. This is probably the best time to join the Discord if you at least want to try and make money on the pullbacks and a downtrend. I've done this for years, so I already know how to play that part of the game. I always go long. By the way, I don't short. I don't really short. I only go long. So when you only go long over and over again for years and years, well, you get really good at it. You get really good at going long in a bear market. You know why? Because you've done it already so many times. You get good at it just by doing it. So that's just experience right there. Everyone's a genius though in a bull market, right? I'm not going to brag about, oh guys, I'm so good at a bull market. No, because that's easy. It just keeps going up. Literally. So everyone's a genius in a bull market. There are a lot of people though, they don't know how to trade a downtrend. Don't know how to time the pullbacks in a downtrend. So that's a whole different skill set right there that a lot of people aren't going to learn ever, because it's harder, much more difficult, and you need a lot of discipline and a lot of experience to pull that off. And you need to know which ones to be trading as well. On top of that, it's too many factors that add up to being able to do it well enough to be making a profit as we crash while going long and fighting against the selling pressure. Oh yeah, going short would be much easier, but I'm a long forever. So keep an eye on this one for Monday, because I could see it just come up, touch the purple line, and then just tank, which would be bad because it's going to send everything else down. When the strongest names, when the best stocks are suffering and struggling, you better believe like it's going to be bad. Nvidia barely holding on here, like literally barely holding on, like quite literally. If Monday's going to decide whether we come down to like 169, or we finally bounce here, but it's not looking likely that we're going to bounce. Again, when everyone's saying, man, I hope we get saved by somebody, like that's not a good sign. If you need to be, if you're thinking that way, that's already, it's that bad that, no, that's already, that is very bad. Yeah, Bitcoin, keep an eye on this one. Keep an eye on this one. I could see Bitcoin getting a nice relief bounce and we still come down lower. Keep in mind, this is the steeper part of the downtrend. This is the steeper part of the downtrend. So don't be excited if we bounce, right? If we bounce, we would just go back to the other trend line here, right? That's a very clear trend line. We always come down lower, bounce, come down lower, bounce, come down lower, bounce. Like if it's going to do that again, don't get too excited about any kind of bounce here until we break this longer term downtrend. We can break the steeper one easily, but the longer term one, that's the one that's going to be the problem. So just keep that in mind, because you know how people are going to be short-term memory. Oh, this is it. We're going to go back to highs. Woo. And then we go lower. So it's just keep that in mind. Be very careful listening to the people on social media. They're very emotional. They're very emotional. Other than that, like I said, and I've been saying this for a while now, just continue to buy the good ones, right? Continue to buy the good ones. SoundHound, Rigetti is fine. IonQ, SoFi, Hood is fine too. Honorable mention. NVTS, Palantir for sure. NVIDIA, APLD is king. NVIDIA is king as well. Richard Robotics is fine. BBAI is fine too. And MP Materials will be fine as well. So, I mean, if you want easy money, like I said, just APLD, NVIDIA, Palantir, because those are the kings of their sector. And IonQ, king of quantum, in my opinion. And SoFi, king of fintech, which should be worth more than Hood, in my opinion, but whatever. And SoundHound AI, the king of voice. So there you go. There you go. There's plenty of opportunity right now. This is where you change your life. You just gotta put in the work. All right, guys, that's it for this very long video. I was not expecting this video to be this long, but I'm just telling you what I'm gonna do and what my game plan is and how I'm treating the markets right now. I'm just gonna trade the downtrend, try to time the pullbacks in the downtrend, and until we break that downtrend, there's no reason to believe we're gonna continue to go and create new highs. Like we need to break that downtrend first. So, and I'm just gonna buy what I know is safe, has incredible earnings year over year, and that's AI, because that's just, I mean, it's the AI revolution, not the crypto revolution, right? That, like, notice how when Nvidia pumped, a lot of AI stocks pumped with it, but crypto kind of just did a whole lot of nothing. So that's why I keep telling Joey Shaw, stop trading that crypto, Joey Shaw. Like, just stop. Like he's kind of like, it's kind of dumb what he's doing. Like, AI revolution. Well, let me go trade crypto. Like that doesn't make sense at all. Like that literally makes no sense. Anyways, people are going to do what they got to do, right? They're going to do what they believe is right. And it is what it is. But as long as you're buying something AI related, you'll be fine. Oh, Riot stock is not on here. Riot stock is a good one as well. I'm waiting for that one under 10. That one is a moneymaker every year. That this comes down under 10, it always comes back to 20. Look at this. Look at this. You see that? It is beautiful. This is one hell of a stock. I think because all Bitcoin miners follow each other, I think it's pretty much the same thing. So if this goes under 10, probably CLSK is a buy, and Mara is everything else. All the other miners are a buy because they all follow each other anyways. But we don't even need the purple line. We need the other purple line. So if this goes under 10, you can see right here. I'm just giving you the big play, guys. This is the big easy play for big money, right? 100% plus. Look at this. Isn't that, look at that. Look at how reliable that is. It always comes down to this $10 and under range. And then it rallies all of this up here. It's just nothing but upside. So there's just a lot of money to be made on trading. It's literally just going sideways over the long term. So it's just a classic right? Like, look at that. It's just a classic buy the bottom, sell the top. So buy, you know, so I feel sorry for the people who bought at 23, but, you know, classic buy at 10 and under, sell at 15 plus, and boom, you make 50%, 100%. This one's never gone to 30, I think, since, well, the last time we went to 30 was way back in 2021, but that was an exceptional year if you were around that time. But yeah, Riot stock right here, if you want something that's very reliable, longer term, because we're trading the weekly really at this point, wait for that, wait for 10 and under. Yeah, wait for 10 and under, for sure. Let me just check the monthly. Yeah, look at that. That's so bad. That is so bad. Like, imagine buying up here. You're just like, oh, man, I'm holding a big bag. A big one. A really, really big bag, because you'd be down like almost 50% right now at this point. Yeah, so 10 and under. Don't overthink it. Just buy, average down, buy some more. It'll come back up like it always has. And that's all there is to it. That is it for the video. Hopefully you like the new format. I am not even on screen. There you go. I'm on screen now. I'm on screen. Yeah. Patreon.com/trades. Be patient. Be disciplined. Buy big bottoms. That's it for the video.